Hi there, I'm back, and today I want to do a quick little demo, and this is inspired by one of my viewers who asked a question about the Oster Pro 1200 blender in regards to grinding dry things, and specifically garbanzo beans or chickpeas to make chickpea flour. I just happen to have some dry chickpeas, so I thought I'd give it a go. I am using, again, Bob's Red Mill, one of my favorite brands of all kinds of dry foods, dry goods, and cereals. And you can soak those and cook them and make hummus or whatever, or put them in soup, whatever. I am going to grind a cup of them into flour, or will attempt to do it. My thinking is that the wheat berries I made into flour worked really, really well, and wheat berries are one of the hardest things to grind into anything. So I'm hoping that this works out. They are obviously a little bit bigger in size, as you can see, but they are a legume rather than a grain berry or grain of any kind. So let's see how this goes. I do want to mention something that I can't believe I failed to bring up in the wheat into flour demos I did. But when you do this with your blender, make sure that everything inside this jar is bone dry. So don't decide to do it right after you've made a smoothie or crushed ice or done anything with any liquid in here, because you will get paste and possibly, cement down there if you forget about it or wash it out and don't think about it, and there might be like a little bit of the powder left from grinding something dry stuck down in that crease where the bottom of the glass jar meets with the gasket, and you could end up with, plaster of Paris sometime down the road. So I just kind of wanted to put that out there as an FYI. So let's go ahead and get this started and see how it goes. So again, I'm just going to do 1 cup because we don't want to overwhelm or bog down the blender. I'm going to move this a little bit closer here. Let's put the lid on. All right, and let's get started here. Okay, I'm just going to stop it and see what we've got here. Woo! Back up a little bit. That's a little bit close. There we go. Well, it's definitely grinding them into a meal. Okay, let me show you what I've got here so far. You can see that. It is a bit coarse, but it's very, very even. There aren't any large chunks or whole chickpeas floating around in there at this point. So I'm just going to sort of get that up from the bottom a little bit. Let's put it back on and go a little longer. I do apologize for the noise. This is really loud. Well, those of us that have this know it's a loud blender to begin with, but then grinding hard, dry beans in there is a bit loud, noisy. So, okay, so let me zoom in a little bit and let's keep going. Okay, let's check it again. I did put a damp paper towel on top of it this time because, you know, those of you that watched the wheat berries video, that really got dusty in a hurry. Although these I think are a little bit denser in texture, so it's not quite as bad. Okay. You can smell the chickpeas. Yeah, it's much, much finer. All right, I'll show you what we got here. It's kind of hard working around the camera. Don't want to spill anything, and at the same time want to make sure you can see what's going on. It's much, much finer now. I see you can, hope the lighting's okay. It's a very gloomy, cloudy day today. But it's kind of packing a little bit like a real fine flour would do. So actually, I think that worked out really, really well. You can see that is a really nice flour. So it's a little bit stickier too because it's beans. I know when I use ground up soybeans and stuff like that, or just soy milk, it clings to like everything. So let me just put some in a little bowl here so you can get a better look close up here what it looks like. Okay, so here's our finished product, and you could probably keep going with that if you wanted to, I suppose. Here. There, that's better. So, yeah, so that's, as you can see, when I pat it down, it kind of gives you an idea how fine it got. It's actually pretty soft. This is really, really nice. So, yes, this is definitely very, very doable. Again, this is something that's very hard, so you want to pick up that second blade assembly from the Oster website. It's, I think, $7.99 for a second blade assembly, which is pretty inexpensive investment, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, I mean, I think especially if you want to do this frequently, I would definitely invest in it just so that you don't dull up one blade and then your smoothies come out lumpy or whatever else you want to do just isn't coming out even. So again, I hope this is helpful to those of you, and especially the viewer that was asking about making chickpea flour. Hope this helps you out with any decision you wanted to make about the blender. Again, if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up. Have a great day. Bye-bye.